Hello people, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're good. I hope that you're safe. I hope that you're having a good time with your friends and family at home. I am good, I am safe, and I'm having a good time at home. It has been a minute. For me, it has been 3 weeks since I last shot a video and wow. Why didn't we have a video on Wednesday? I don't know. Because I didn't have a video too. I'm going through some sort of transition in my life, and sometimes my soul is just stretched to capacity, and if I decide to stretch it more, because like I bring my all to this space, um I might experience a tear and you don't want me to come here like that. So I take time to just heal and uh, yeah, before coming back here, let me not talk much about it, but we are here. So we are here to talk about discovering your purpose. And let me tell you something before we start. At the beginning of this series, I wrote down everything that I wanted to talk about, like from start to finish. But as I progress, I realize that I'm walking in more light, and God is dealing with my heart to address them different, like to talk about them differently, which is how I'm going to be doing it. I know I have my notes, I know I had a plan, but yeah, I'm learning not to always stick to the plan, because sometimes God desires that we take a different tangent. Okay, all right. So we are going to be talking about discovering your purpose, and one of the things that I'd like to say about it is like I mentioned in the past two videos, purpose has everything to do with God, and you discovering it has everything to do with the knowledge of God. Okay, I think I said this. Purpose is an expression of God to creation. It's the expression of who God is to creation, of the love of God, of who God is to creation, right? So now in discovering your purpose, one of the things that, and I think the only thing that I'm going to be talking about today is one of the things that is very important is humility. Yeah, humility. Humility being you choosing to uphold the word of God as not just truth, but as your truth. Yeah, as not just truth, but as your truth. Because one of the things that the knowledge of God comes to do in our lives is to debunk wrong thought, right? And sometimes wrong thought could be the things that seem like reality in our lives. It could be how you think of yourself as a broken person, or how you think of yourself as depressed or irrelevant or incapable, or not smart. They might seem like reality in the moment, but if the word of God, which I know it does not testify of that, then it's not true of you. So humility is very important for you to walk in your purpose, because purpose is the expression of God to creation. Is you expressing who God is. Your purpose is you expressing is what of God, I'm a who of God you are expressing to creation in a moment. So that would mean that it has everything to do, first of all, it has everything to do with who you are, because how God deals with us is he shows us who he is, then he allows us to behold it, right? It's, I think, in somewhere in Corinthians, somewhere I know you know it, guys, I think 3:18, one of the Corinthians 3:18, he reveals who he is to us, then we behold it, all right? He allows us to behold it, behold this image that we have seen. Then he affects our lives. This image affects our lives by making us be that, all right? Like we become what we are beholding, okay? And when we become what we are beholding, we express the same to creation, right? So it affects us for us to effect it on earth. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? And for you to actually become, you need to let go who you're not. And sometimes who you're not might seem like who you are more than who God is calling you as. And a perfect example is people like Gideon, people like Abraham, people like Moses. You see, like people like those people, like that. What seemed like the truth in the natural um, was what the word of God came to, like they had evidence in the natural, but the word of God was coming to do away with that sort of truth to actually call them to be who they are, and make them and bring them to a recognition of who they are, for them to affect it on earth, it on earth. Does it make sense to you guys? So yeah, so discovering your purpose I won't say everything, but it's actually everything, has everything to do with you letting go the idea of who you are, that is informed by your circumstances, your situations, your experiences in the natural, and upholding who God says and who God speaks and what the word of God calls you for you to effect it on earth. Yeah, guys, this might be a very short video, but it's everything that I have to say about discovering your purpose. There might be other things, so many other things that I could say about it, but for sure, this is the main thing. Like for real, this is the main thing. Hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.